everybody, this is Michelle with Creative Operation and Country Craft Creations. I just wanted to share with you all of the projects that I made during our Country Craft Creations 4th of July YouTube hop. Amazing projects from the designers, and I was so excited. I was able to kind of sit down and make all of the projects, and I just wanted to quick share with you what I made. And then to follow this part of the video, I'm going to have a little section where I'm going to show you what I did with the leftovers that I had from making my projects. So you guys have already seen the videos. I will have, or hopefully you've seen the videos. If you haven't, I do have a list down below so you can go to the channels and find them. This was the project that I made. This was my prototype project, and it's basically a loaded box, and I had all kinds of stuff in it. So this is, again, my prototype project. For the actual hop, I used Country Craft Creations Stars and Stripes collection, and I made this. And I'll go through that in just a second. Let me make some room because I'm sure it's probably pretty busy looking at all of this stuff. But I got to tell you, I had so much fun. So much fun making these projects. All of these projects have tutorials. They are all for free. So I just want to go through real quick and show you. So again, what I ended up making was a loaded box, kind of a take on a loaded envelope. And I wanted it, you know, of course, patriotic themed. So I used Country Craft Creations Stars and Stripes collection. It turned out absolutely gorgeous. In my tutorial, I'll show you how to make these little flowers here that I kind of thought looked like fireworks. I'm going to show you how to make these little rocket decorations that like are so stinking adorable. I mean, look how cute those are. We will make a rosette. I'll show you how to make this cute sparkler decoration. And then on the inside, I also, let me take these out really quick and I'll show you, just in case you haven't seen. Inside the box, that's what the box looks like. Really simple project. It has a lot of parts and pieces, but it's really simple to make. We're going to make a never-ending album, which opens up this way and then this way, and then you turn the page and it opens up like that. We're going to make some Polaroids here in a couple different sizes to put your pictures on. I'm going to show you how to make this cute little library pocket with this smaller pocket here. And the library pocket has a little library card that comes out and then opens up like so. And look at the images on the paper collection. I mean, is it just not adorable or what? I did, because it was a riff on a excuse me, can't talk, a loaded envelope. I had to make an envelope. I had to make an envelope to go in it. So I decorated it really nicely. I used a button. I'll talk to you about that, but that's a clear acrylic button that I just glued onto pattern paper and made my own special button. I did that with that as well. On the back, I made a photo mat here, and then on the inside, because you have to have an envelope, I guess, with an envelope or a loaded kind of project, I just made simple cards. So there's that one, and then a tag. Okay, real simple, but you know, the meaning there, you know, this is intended to like put pictures in. So for your 4th of July festivities, you know, you can have lots of places to put your photos, and it looks really pretty sitting on your desk. And then I also used the Viewmaster die by Elizabeth Craft Designs from Country Craft Creations to create a little mini album. So I'm going to show you in the tutorial how to do that. So if you haven't seen it, link below, check it out. It's really cute. So then all of this just loads back in here and looks amazing and beautiful, and it's, you know, got a lot of dimension and a lot of appeal when you look at it, and it's just super fun to make. And you can make as much or as little as you want. And, you know, look at how cute that is. It's just adorable. So that was my project. So let's go through the other projects, and we'll just go through these. These are so cute. And then in kind of no particular, so this is Kim's project. She made a really awesome folio, accordion folio, out of a little bit of chipboard and some pattern paper. And I really like the way that she tied it together too, because it's just tied in this one section and then you just wrap it around. It's really adorable. I used Country Craft Creations All American to make this project. Super cute. And then you just add whatever little embellishment things you want to add. I did some stuff that was really super simple, but left a lot of room for photos. A lot of room. So it opens like that. It opens like this. And there's pockets, all kinds of pockets everywhere. It opens up like this. It's just really adorable, isn't it? And the paper collection is just cute. There's flaps, there's pockets even in the pages here up top. So super cute. And you can see that it is an accordion, but it has lots and lots and lots of places to put things. So I love this project. It was so much fun. She did it in a great summer theme paper, and it just turned out really cute. And then you just tie it in a bow with your twine here, and it's super cute. So Kim Rannells, her project is this folio. Again, all the links are below. So I made that. I did this one, Tamra did as a live, and this was a really cute project. It's really super easy. It has a belly band closure, and then when you open it up, it is 3-dimensional. Check it out. So you have this pop-up space here, and then you have pockets. So the pockets from the paper collection that I had pulled out, I just put some cut-aparts in there. The cut-apart here I had to cut down just a little bit because it was a 4x6. I did cut it down, and then I added another tag, and then I added some die cuts that I had pulled out of my stash to, you know, use up during this hop. So then these just tuck back in here, if I can do it one-handed, you know, because you never can do it one-handed when you're on camera, right? And I got it kind of full anyway. But there you go. So, and then I added a little dimensional sticker here too. But isn't that cute? Isn't that cute? It's just adorable project. And then it just closes with this belly band. And it's really sturdy too. So this would be perfect for a little gift. You could do it as a card. You could do it as an album. I mean, just really cute. So we did that. Sandy made this folio, and this is absolutely adorable. All pattern paper. So it opens up with the tie closure. I added this little hidden paper clip that I made with tickets that I had in my stash, and then I added some of the little mini cut-aparts here. But when you open it up, it opens up like this, and then it opens like this, and you have all these pockets. I added some library cards, some photo mats, little airmail letters that I had in my stash that I thought kind of fit the theme. I also had these little letter die cut things that I had in my stash. So I still need to do a little bit of decoration. I haven't quite figured out what I was going to do. But then they also open like this. So you have this page here, and then you have a pocket here. Love how that turned out. So here is a pocket. I created a photo mat to put in that one. Photo mats here again. I didn't want to, I love how this looks. I love it. But it's super simple and holds a lot of photos. So I really liked making this, and it was really super easy. Super easy to do. So we have that project. So Debbie made this cute pocket, shows you how to fold it and put it together, and it creates a lot of pockets. And then she shows you how to make vellum envelopes, how to make the coin envelopes that go with it. And look at this pocket. So you have a pocket here, here, here. You can slip something there. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So I used a sticker on the back here, just wrapped some of this really pretty shiny rickrack here, and then put the button and the twine there. But then I made a tag to go in there, and I just decorated the front here. So that kind of I tucked in the back, and it sticks up out of there. And then I made this cute little coin envelope. I added the cut apart, and then on the inside, I added some more cut aparts that I had from the paper collection that I thought were really pretty. So then, in the little coin envelope that I made, so then we can put that in this pocket here, and then in the little coin envelope I made, and she shows you some really cool tricks with vellum, because I don't know if you can tell, but I inked my vellum. She did a bunch of stuff with her vellum. And And then I just used these pieces that were cut apart from the paper collection, and I put those in here. So what I was thinking was that this would be kind of a cute little card kit. You could add it to a card kit to give to somebody, and then they could maybe make something. But isn't that adorable? I love that. And I love the pocket. It's a great pocket. It'd be great for junk journaling, for giving as a gift, like I said. I mean, just super cute. I just love how that turned out. It's just really pretty. Let's see. Bonnie did a live, and she made these great receipt envelopes, and they are awesome. They're 8.5 wide, and they're a little over 4 inches tall, I believe. Just super cute, belly band closure, and then it just opens up, and just really super simple, but very, very useful, very, very versatile. I'm going to be making more of these because you could do these for all kinds of occasions. You know, taking them on vacation. You could do them in different themes. You could give this as a card type gift and put money inside. I mean, there's just so many uses for this. So really nice gusseted pocket will hold quite a bit. Jacqualine made this adorable Memory Dex card, and I do have to say something. I have never made a Memory Dex card. I have the stuff to do it. I have dies, I have a box, I have Memory Dex cards. Never used them. I'm going to start using them. She has a file that is available where I downloaded and I cut it out on my Silhouette, and it turned out absolutely amazing. So that's what I did with that. I used pattern paper behind, and then I used some silver shimmer paper that I had from my stash over top of it, and she shows how to use some curlicues to kind of give it a little bit more you know, movement. Being fireworks and everything, I had a punch in my stash that I used. I think that turned out really great. And then this was a chipboard sticker from my stash, and then on the back I just added a piece of pattern paper. But is that not cute? My very first Memory Dex card. I think I'm going to be making more because these are just absolutely adorable. I just love it. So Jack Scraps made that. Bobbie Weaver made a beautiful flag project that I thought my grandkids would absolutely adore. I know I absolutely adored it. Hang on just a second. Let me get it out here. So this is my take on it. So what I ended up doing, let me get some of this out of the way. What I ended up doing was using, instead of using solid cardstock, I used pattern paper from Country Craft Creations. So the Liberty piece here and the stars here are from All American. This red piece here is from Remember the Time. One of the August papers had this red on the back, and so I used pattern paper on mine. Super cute. There's chipboard behind, and I did put chipboard on the back, or cardstock on the cardstock. Rewind, Michelle. I'm getting tongue-tied. I used pattern paper on the back. Let me show you. Just to kind of just cover it up. I didn't want to see, you know, just plain what you call it. I didn't want to see plain chipboard. I did think that maybe I was going to try and make it reversible, but with putting this on here, it didn't work very well. But I do love that image, and I think it's really pretty. So I could, if I wanted to, put it in like an easel and use this side if I wanted to, and just let that hang off the back. But yeah, that was kind of my idea. It didn't quite work out how I thought it would, but you know, hey, that's okay. I added this flower that I made from some book pages a while ago, and it happened to have a blue flower center in it. So, you know, that was the perfect topper to hang, you know, my flag from. So isn't that adorable? I just thought that was really cute. So Bobbie Weaver did this. And then last but definitely not least, this was a super fun project that I think the grandkids would love too. This is a kite project that Nicole made, and this is, look at how gorgeous this is. I know it's huge. I hope you can see it well. I think you can. Super beautiful project. So she collaged on her cardstock. She shows you how to make the kite shape, and then I put this little cut apart in the center, and then she made rosettes, which were awesome to put on here. I went with flowers. I had these flowers pulled out from my stash, and I just really wanted to use them, so instead of rosettes, I did that. This is a lace flower here, and then these two fabric-y flowers here, burlap leaves, and then I used straws here as the stems of the flowers, and then I did the bow here, and then I hot glued it with this giant red button that I had, and then some seam binding down here. Super cute. And on the back I added a little piece of ribbon, and then this heart punch just to attach that to the back and then hang that up. and it's adorable. So you guys, this is what I made. These are all the projects that I was able to accomplish, and I am super thrilled with the hop. If you guys haven't checked out the videos, please do. The designers in Country Craft Creations are absolutely amazing, and it was so much fun. It was so much fun. There's so many things you can do. And, you know, I tried to go with the theme, 4th of July. These would be amazing in any papers that you had. So go check them out, and hang on, because I'm going to show you what I did with all the leftovers from making all of this stuff. So now that you've seen the projects that I made from the July 4th Country Craft Creations hop, the YouTube hop that we did, I want to share with you what I made with the leftovers that I had. I had, you know, to prepare again, I had pulled together just a bunch of stuff. I had some random bits and pieces from different collections. Some of them were like really old. I had some collections like Stars and Stripes and All American from Country Craft Creations. I had stuff here, I think there's some Doodlebug tags here, or journal cards, I should say, that were from 2013. So like some of the stuff I've had for a long time, but I pulled it all out in preparation because I wasn't sure, you know, what I was going to use, how I was going to use it, and all that stuff. But this is the leftovers. Just want to share with you what I made. So let's start off with the All American collection that I did pull out some pieces from that were left over from a project that I did for a virtual retreat. I made another folio like Sandy showed us, except for it's a little bit shorter, and I kind of had to freeform it because I wanted to, you know, use what I had left over. So I used some ribbon from my stash. And again, it is a little bit shorter, but I did the same basic concept. The strip was still 12 inches wide, so I still scored it the same. Use some of the cut apart pieces and just put those down. And then, so for this side is the triple side that she did. So I added a pocket here and some of the pieces that I kind of fussy cut out of the collection. And then I added some of the tags here, some pattern papers and some cut aparts for tags. And then it opens up like so, and I used the stamps, and I did it so that they were pockets. And then the little teeny tiny cut aparts from the 8x8 collection I put in there. And then there's a pocket here, and I just punched that out with my envelope punch board, and then I added some more of the letter cut aparts that came with the 12x12 collection. So that turned out really good. So that was that side. Now I didn't have another piece that was long enough to do another triple, so I just did a double. So it just folds out the one time. I added another pocket and some cut aparts here on the pocket for decoration, and just made a tag out of that guy. And let me put that back in there. And then here's the other pocket, and again, a couple more of those. So I love this project because it is so versatile, and just, you know, I didn't have to have like the full-size pieces that she had. So I'm going to tie that later. The other thing that I did was I had some leftover bits. So I did some rosettes, and then this was fussy cut from a piece of the pattern paper that I had left over. So this was the American flag, and all I did was I hot glued it to the back of this dowel, and the dowel I did ink with some distress ink. The rosettes I put on some gold lollipop or cake pop sticks that I had in my stash, and I just decorated with some flowers from my stash, some twine, and then I hot glued them down at the bottom, and then I wrapped the ribbon around the bottom. I just thought this was really cute, and this would be great. I could put it in a skinny vase and use that as a decoration, so for next year I'm definitely going to have that available. I also made this one, and I had shared this on Scrapbookers because I had to. This is paper packaging. So from the collection kits, she had examples of what the papers are going to be in the kit. So I used those strips to make this giant rosette. They cut down to 2.5 inches. I added the silver piece, the silver glitter paper back here, pom-pom trim is from Country Craft Creations, and then my own flowers, some twine, and then this is the Stars and Stripes. This is the name of the collection. I put that on here, cut it off of the cover sheet, and made this giant one. So it does measure 6 inches across when it's all said and done. This is a silver straw that I used, and I did glue a bamboo skewer inside of it to just kind of give it some strength because I really don't want it to bend. But I loved the straw, and I love the silver. And then some ribbon from my stash. I just kind of hot glued that there, put some ribbon there. And then this is from a punch that I have that I've had for 100 years. And then it's a 6-inch doily punch, and I just put that on the back just to kind of secure everything down on the back. So I did make that as well. So this I'm going to add to the project that I made for the hop. I think it will go really well with the other things that I did. I had some very old, I don't know, 2018 or 19, I can't remember now, authentic papers. I had just a very little bit. So I made some cards. So this first one here, again, is the cover page. And there was a huge section that just showed some examples of the papers, and I really liked it. So then I added some embellishments, and some of these were from Pebbles from like 100 years ago, and some of these were from Park Lane. But I had them in my stash, and I just kind of mixed and matched and layered them, and I thought that turned out really cute. Silver paper from my stash as well, and I just made a very simple card. So next year I'll be prepared with that. And then these two here, I used the pattern paper, and I just did kind of a patchwork kind of thing to create a big enough piece for a 5x7 card, backed them on some cardstock, and then added 2 of the cut aparts there. So I have those cards. I did use some ribbon from my stash and just wrapped around and tied a cute little bow, and that turned out really nice. The other thing I did with the authentic papers was, when everything was all done, I had a lot of little tiny bits of leftovers. So what I did was I just punched flowers. And this is that flower punch. Let me grab it real quick. That I have used. I really like this one. It gives a very nice flower. It's not too big. It's not too little. And I used 5 of these flowers with each of the flowers here. And then all I did was I took each punch, and I squirted it with a thing of water, and then I just squished it with my hand and let it dry, and then stacked them. And then these are buttons from my stash, and just glued them together, and it makes really cute dimensional flowers. So I did that. And then the other thing I did was, one of the things that I shared was using acrylic buttons that were clear from my stash, and I pulled out a bunch of them, different sizes and different kinds, and put these on the pattern paper. And I used art glitter glue and just glued them down on the paper, and then just used an X-Acto knife and cut around them, and they make really nice little buttons to you know, embellish things with. So for an example, I used one on this card, and this is a Cartabella paper. I had one 4x4 left. So I used that just to make a really simple card. But here's one of the buttons that I used. Now this is authentic paper underneath it. Just tied a bow through it. And look at how cute that is. It's just a really simple card, but it just is adorable. I like it. And it gave that extra pop of blue and tied in with the stars. So I thought that was really nice. So that's one way you can use those things. The other thing, the last thing that I did with those papers was, I had some cut aparts left over, and I had some strips left over, and I was like, well, what could I do? So what I ended up doing was, oh, and I had some stickers left over too. So I just made a simple, like, tag kind of ringed mini album. So I took some stickers and I put them on pattern paper, and then I just punched a hole. So I have some dangles here. This was a little strip. It was only this wide. So I decided to make just like a little banner piece. You could put a small picture on here. It would work really well. And then I took the cut aparts, backed them on cardstock, and then made them into tags. And then you could definitely journal or put photos back here. This is a sticker. They had 2 little paw print stickers, so I just backed them on each other and then added that. And then some of them I just left as, you know, pattern paper tags. This was another cut apart, another sticker here that I really liked. On this paper here, instead of leaving it plain, I just added a piece of the red shimmer that I had from Country Craft Creations, and I don't know if it's available still or not. I've had it for a little while, but I just added that for a photo mat there, left the back blank, and so I'll just go through that. But that was kind of a fun way to use up my scraps, and I made another album, you know, to go with this collection. So here's another little tag, and then this was a photo frame here. This says "and," so I put that on some blue cardstock. Here's another one that I just did a natural piece of artisan cardstock on. This was a frame sticker, and I just put it on a piece of cardstock and then fussy cut it out and then added a hole there. And then we got that lovely lady sticker on cardstock. I liked the arrow. I wanted to keep it. Here's another piece of pattern paper that was pretty small, and I just added a photo mat to that. So again, a couple more of these fun little, that's a sticky piece of something. I liked adding these to it because I think it gave it a little bit more dimension. I liked that. This bigger piece here, this was actually a piece of the pattern paper, a cut apart that I had used the back side of, but this heart was left over from the cut apart, so I just fussy cut that out and put it on cardstock and added that. So you can see, and this one here, I just did it sideways. So, you know, this was fun. This, oh, it was called Liberty here. That was the name of the paper collection. So I cut that out of the cover paper that I had and used that on here. So I thought that was kind of fun to do. And then this, and then my biggest piece that was left over, I did a big photo mat. They used to have the quotes on the paper collection, so I cut that out and made it into a banner shape and then put a photo mat there. So that used up all that scraps. Then, let's see, I told you I had some Doodlebug journal cards from a long time ago, and then I had all these little cut aparts and things, or ephemera pieces from 2 different companies. I think it was Pebbles and Park Lane, and I did have some Pebble stickers too, but I don't think I used some of them, but not all of them. But anyways, I just went ahead and put some journal cards together. So these are also going to go into my prototype box that I made with my project. So I ended up making 2. I think these colors will work perfect with the prototype that I did. So I'm going to add these to those. So then next year I can put some photos in there. And I added some of the pieces off of the card because I thought that kind of gave it a little dimension on one side. So I did just decorate the fronts of these. So let's see, I showed you that one, I showed you this one. So here was one that was a cute letter, had the stickers on here already, so I just layered some die cuts on it. And then the back looks like that. You can put a nice photo there, do a little journaling here. And then here I added a die cut up here and down here. And I think that turned out really cute too. And again, you could put another photo mat there. So I'm going to do that. And then with all the other, let's get this out of the way, with all of the other die cut pieces that I had left over, I just kind of layered and went through and made some cluster ephemera. So I can use these next year. I could put them on cards and make some great little cards to go with the other ones that I had already made. So just layered some pieces, and then these were dimensional chipboard stickers that I just added, and since they were barbecue and these were drinks, I thought that added, you know, it was perfect to add to that. This guy here, I love this one. I think this is my favorite one I made. So silver paper for my stash, I just used a punch that I have, a scallop punch behind it, and then added the banner pieces, and then I had to put the little doggy with the American flag in the middle. So I thought that was adorable. I love that one. This one here did say 4th of July, but I also had this one that said the 4th. So I put that over top of it and then added the watermelon and the popsicle. I just thought that was kind of fun. And then again, you know, you can use this on a card. You can use this on an album page, all kinds of stuff. So here is a United States cutout, and underneath it, it said home. Didn't really like that, but I had this America thing here, and I put that on there, and I thought, yeah, that's it. So added the other 2 die cuts, made that. This guy here, I love how this one turned out as well. So the American flag, and then I had this chipboard sticker here with the stars and everything on it, and then this other little United States that says land that I love. So I thought that was really a cool thing. And then last but not least, I made this little banner piece. I had this chipboard sticker, I had to use it. So I added a sticker behind here and then put that on there, and I thought that is a super cute piece that you could use for a layout, for a card, whatever. So that's what I ended up making with my scraps. Before I go, I cannot believe I had put these to the side and totally forgot that I had even made them, and I just made them yesterday. I cannot even believe it. I don't know, man. I'm tired. Anyway, I wanted to share with you a couple other things that I made using stars and stripes. So I did have more scraps than I don't know what I'm thinking. Anyway, let's continue on. So I was trying to do some things. I was inspired by Nicole of Made from Scrap, and she's one of the Country Craft Creations designers, and she had made this layout, and it's an absolutely gorgeous layout with torn paper, and she kind of tucked pictures behind the torn layers. It's absolutely stunning, but it inspired me to kind of make like a pocketed layout. So I did that. I didn't, at this point, I had a couple strips, so I layered with red, white, and blue, and I added some things. So I did some flowers and twine and some leaves and stuff for my stash. I added some buttons with some twine here. These are little paper clip pieces that I just created, little banner pieces, added some flowers and some twine, and then I just put it on the little pocket here as a decoration. Now I can't get my fingers to work. I can't get my brain to work. You know, it's all the things. Down here was another little paper clip. I'll take that off. And just a really cute little way to use your strips. You just loop them through the paper clip, and I added glue and just, you know, made it so it wasn't like flopping around. Added the button and the twine. And then this one goes here, and then underneath it, I created a little like Instax size Polaroid photo frame. So this actually measures, let me get the measurement for you so that you know, in case you want to do this on your own. The natural cardstock is 3 3/8 by 2 1/8. And then the pattern paper here is 2 7/16. Yeah, 16ths. So 2 7/16 tall by 1 3/16 wide. But I looked it up on Google, and that's the size of an Instax, like mini Polaroid film. So I just put that, since it was so little, I just kind of tucked it under here. It would be really cute to leave just as an embellishment, but you could also do it and add it as a picture. And then I did these Polaroid frames. So there are 2 different sizes of Polaroids here. So this bigger one is 4 1/4 by 4, and the black picture part, the picture frame, is 3 1/2 by 3, and then this one here is 3 1/2 by 4 1/4, and this is 3 by 3. So I added a couple of those in there, and then just kind of tucked them into the pockets. In a library card kick lately, so I just added a little strip of pattern paper here and tucked that in there, and then in the middle pocket here, a library card, another Polaroid, and then another little Instax size faux Polaroid, and I just tucked those in there. And then in the top pocket, because it's so close to the top of the photo, I decided to just make some little simple file folders, and I just used my envelope punch board to create those, and then added photo mat to them. So, and I just used little bits of pattern paper that I had left over and just tucked those in there. So I thought that would be a cute place to put some pictures, but then you could also, you know, maybe journal or use it all as secret journaling or something for your layout. And then another little Instax size Polaroid. So I created that. So the inspiration came from Nicole of Made from Scrap, and she did a gorgeous layout, and it just really inspired me to make the pockets. Now hers is really beautiful, and it's like torn layers all the way up the page. It's gorgeous. You've got to go check it out. So anyways, that's where I came up with that. And then I decided to kind of continue on with the whole paperclip thing. So I did make another one, and I'm not really sure what I'm going to be doing with this, but again, another strip of paper. You just loop it through your paperclip, and I adhered it down on itself, and then added the flower and the twine, and just really cute. So I did that. I had made some flowers. So I used one that I didn't use in my projects. I had one left over, so I just took some strips and made this cute little banner embellishment, which I thought would be really cute layouts or cards. I had one cut apart left over, so I did the same thing here, and I just used a punch to punch out some pattern paper for the paper behind. This one here is a half circle with little banner embellishments, and so I just punched a circle, folded it in half, and then put the little banner pieces in there, twine, and then this was an earring that I took apart and used that for the embellishment. Is that not cute or what? I got these like dirt cheap and knew that I wasn't going to wear them. I was going to tear them apart for the charms. I did another one with the half circle again, and this time I just used a button and some twine, and this time I put the twine on top of the button, and I thought that was really cute, and I like the button because it had the sparkles in it. And then, last but not least, while I was going through my drawer for my punches, for my circles, I found my stamp punch that punches out a stamp that's that big. So then I just took little teeny tiny bits of the pattern paper and I cut and made some faux stamps, which I thought would be really cute on cards or layouts or like postcards that you could tuck in a journal, something like that. So I made a bunch of little faux stamps. So yeah, now I think I have done it, and I have showed you everything that I have made with all of my leftovers from our July 4th hop. And again, this is all using Stars and Stripes from Country Craft Creations. So thanks so much for watching, and I'm gonna get busy and I'm gonna start working on my design team project. I have got Photo Play Hello Lovely from Country Craft Creations that I'm gonna be working on. So yeah, I'm excited to do that. So that's gonna be my next project. I think I have busted my 4th of July papers making all these fun projects. So if you haven't seen the July 4th YouTube hop videos from the designers that did them, I'm going to have a link below so you can go to their channels and look those up, and have a great crafty day. Thank you so much, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.